Hi everyone, in this lecture, today I'll explain workbook unit 9. Now we have was born. Listen to Tom complete the sentences. Here in this text we should put was born or were born. As we know, we put was born in the singular form if the subject is a singular. He, she, it, I. If the subject is a plural, we, you, I, they, we put were born. So we say, my mother was born in Chicago in 1960 because my mother is a singular, so we put was born. 2. My father in New York in 1958. Here we put was born because my father is a singular. I was born in 1985 because I is a singular, so we put was born. But my grandparents were born in United States. My grandparents are a plural, so we put were born. My mother's parents, here we put were born because we have a plural form. My father's parents were born in Ireland because they are plural. Now let me shift into Arabic for more explanations. في هذا التمرين يطلب وضع was born أو were born. كما نعرف نضع was born إذا كان الفاعل مفرد، أما إذا كان الفاعل جمع فنضع were born، ولذلك وضعنا was born في حالة my mother was born in Chicago، لأن my mother مفرد فنضع was born. أما هنا my father أيضا was born لأن my father مفرد فنضع was born. بينما هنا my grandparents جمع فنضع were born. وهنا أيضا في هذه الحالات الثلاثة number 4 5 6 كلهم جمع فنضع were born. Complete the questions. Here we should put was born in the form of a question. Where was Tom's mother born? Here in the question we put was, the helping verb was or verb to be, was after the WH question before the subject in order to change the simple sentence into question form. So we say, where was Tom's mother born? In Chicago. When? Because here we have a singular, so we put was in the form of a question. When was he born? And we put it, as we say, between the WH question and the subject. In 1960, where were his mother parents born? We say where here because we have the subject is a plural, so we put where. In Sweden. What? Frederik's job. Frederick is a singular, so we put was. He was an engineer. هنا في هذا التمرين يجب وضع was born، لكن في حالة السؤال. في حالة السؤال نضع الفعل المساعد was بين أداة الاستفهام أو WH question كما نسميها وبين الفاعل، فنقول where was لأن توم مفرد فنضع was. when was he born لأن he مفرد فنضع was. لكن هنا لدينا where were his mother's parents born. هنا mother's parents جمع فنضع في السؤال where. Now we have the negative form. We should put were and was in the negative form. As we know, was the negative form of it is wasn't, while were the negative form of it weren't. Complete the negative sentences. Tom's mother, here because Tom is a singular, so we put was. He asks us to put it in the negative form, so it will be wasn't born in Sweden. His father singular and negative, so it will be wasn't born in Ireland. His grandparents is a plural, so we put weren't born in United States. Here, Pat and Paddy happy at first because it is a question, so and these are two persons, so we put were. Were Pat and Paddy happy at first? No, they weren't because it is negative. هنا في هذا التمرين يطلب منا وضع was في حالة النفي. كما نعلم أن was في حالة النفي تصبح wasn't، were في حالة النفي تصبح weren't. وكما قلنا سابقا إذا كان الفاعل مفرد نضع wasn't، إذا كان الفاعل جمع نضع weren't. Here we have a text about Bruce Lee and a questions about it. Read about Bruce Lee and answer the questions. Bruce Lee was a Chinese American. He was famous as an actor in martial arts films of the 20th century. He was born in San Francisco, California, but he lived in Hong Kong until he was 18. His father was an opera and film actor. His mother came from one of the richest families in Hong Kong. Bruce Lee's family was very wealthy. Bruce Lee started studying the Chinese martial art of Wing Chun when he was 13, but he was often in street fighters. So his parents sent him to live in United States with his sister Agnes. He was a student at the University of Washington. Here he met his wife Linda. They married in 1964. He was teacher of Kung Fu. He was extremely fit and very strong. Bruce Lee's film career started with roles on TV. His most famous film was Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee died just after he finished this film. He was only 33 years old. Now we come to the questions. Answer the questions about Bruce Lee. What nationality was he? He was a Chinese American. Where was he famous for? He was famous as an actor in martial arts films of the 20th century. Where was he born? He was born in San Francisco. What was his father's job? His father was an opera and film actor. How old was he when he started studying martial arts? He was 13. What was his job before he started acting? He was a teacher of Kung Fu. What was his most famous film? His most famous film was Enter the Dragon. How old was he when he died? He was only 33 years old. Now we come to Princess Diana. We have a text about Princess Diana and also some questions. Princess Diana was the first wife of Charles, Prince of Wales. She was born in Sandringham, England. Her father was John Earl Spencer and her mother was Frances Viscountess Althorp. They were both friends of the royal family. Her parents argued a lot, so she wasn't a happy child. Diana was a lot of schools, but she wasn't a good student. In London, she was a teacher in a children's school. She met Prince Charles in 1980 at a dinner party. She was 20 years old when she married Prince Charles. She had two sons, William and Harry, but her marriage wasn't happy. Later on, Diana was very busy with charity work, visiting hospitals and poor countries in Africa. Now we come to the questions. Answer the questions about Prince Diana. Where was she born? In Sandringham, England. Who were her parents? John Earl Spencer and Frances Viscountess Othrop. Who were her parents' friends? The royal family. Was she a happy child? No, she wasn't. What was her job in London? She was a teacher in a children's school. How old was she when she married Charles? She was 20. Now we come to this exercise. Past simple irregular verbs. We have a regular verbs and we should write the irregular verbs in the past forms. Like is the irregular verb of these two verbs was are, were, buy, bought, go, went, say, said, see, saw, took, take, took. Here we have the present form. Here we have the past form. هنا في هذا التمرين يجب أن نكتب الصيغة الماضية لهذه الأفعال. مثلا is تصبح الصيغة الماضية was, are, were, buy, bought, go, went, say, said, see, saw, take, took. هنا لدينا المضارع وهنا لدينا الماضي. وجب على الطالب حفظها لأنها مهمة جدا. Now we have these 7 icons and we have words in the box. We should put the correct word in the correct form. Complete the text. Use the irregular verbs in the box. My name's Sam Smith. I am a writer and I work at home. There is a computer in my office, but it's very old. So yesterday morning I went. Here we put went to London to buy a new computer. I saw a lot of computers in shops in Oxford Street, but they were, here we put were, very expensive. Then I went to a small shop near Hyde Park. The computers there were very cheap. Here we put went. 5. I bought a computer for $49. The shop assistant said it's very good and it's very cheap. Here we put bought and said. 6. I took the computer home. So we put took. 8. But yesterday evening I saw the same computer on television. It was $99. I was very upset. هنا في هذا التمرين يجب وضع الأفعال الماضية في المكانات المناسبة لها. Now we come to complete the sentences from the following words with a word that goes with have, do, go. Here we have had, do, go in the past form. Have will be had, do will be did, go will be went. we should put a word that goes with these verbs. For example, we went on to Egypt, so we put holiday. It's late and I am tired. I want to go home. Because I am tired, I want to go home. It was a lovely day, so I went for with my friends. Because it's a lovely day, so I go for a walk. I went yesterday and I bought a new jumper. Because I went and bought something, so I put shopping. I went shopping. I have every morning not a bath. The opposite of a bath, shower. So we put shower. I go to gym every day. I like to do some because we do some exercises in the gym, so we put exercises. The picnic was great. Everyone had a good time. With a good, we have a time. I did some because my flat was so messy. Because my flat was so messy, I did some housework. I have a lunch at my desk. At 1 o'clock I have a sandwich. As we say in the previous lecture, with a have we should put one of the meals, so we put lunch. This morning I had because it's a morning, so we put breakfast. I went to early yesterday. The office was quiet. Because we have an office, of course we put work. I do with my dictionary and this workbook. Because we have a dictionary and workbook, we put homework. هنا أعزائي الطلبة، في هذا التمرين يجب أن نضع كلمات مناسبة للأفعال have و do و go. كما قلنا في المحاضرة السابقة، هناك بعض الكلمات التي تلائم هذه الأفعال الثلاثة. لمراجعة الكلمات التي تناسب هذه الأفعال يرجى إعادة المحاضرة السابقة. Here we have write the missing months in the calendar from the box. We have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, a month. It's clear, I think. Now we come to complete the sentences with did or made. We should put here either did or made. Exercise 1 was easy, so I did, of course, because it's easy, so I did exercise 2. Bruce Lee a lot of films because he made it in himself, so we said made. I made dinner because I make the dinner in myself, so I put made. Dinner last night, it was delicious. You made a lot of mistakes in your homework because you did this mistake, so we put made. Do it again. I did a lot of work yesterday. I am very tired because I did it by myself, so I put did. Do you like this cake? Yes, I made it. I made it. Now we should choose here, write the correct answer. We should choose either A or B, the correct answer. Ayrton Sunny was a racing driver because he is a singular, so we put was. I born in Damascus in 1978 because we put was because it's singular. Were you yesterday? Here we have you, so we put were. You at school, were you ill? Because here we have you, so we put weren't. My sister and I, because we are two persons, so we put were. It's a plural. My parents, Irish, my parents, plural, so we put weren't. Here we have write the word on the right in the on the correct place, in the correct place in the sentences. Here we have a word and we put it in the correct form. Here I born in Scotland, because we have was is a helping verb. It will be between the subject and the main verb, so it will be I was born in Scotland. The we put the before the name, so I went to cinema last night. Here cinema we have a name, so we put the before of it. I went to the cinema last night. I my homework before I go to bed. Here we have in this sentence some mistake, because we have I the subject and we don't have a verb, so we put do in the form of verb between the subject and the object, so it will be I do my homework. I like school. Here up till now we have a complete sentence, a correct sentence, because it's interesting. Here in this sentence there is no subject, so we put it in the place of the subject, so the sentence will be because it is interesting. Here we have I have a shower, then I have a breakfast. Here we have a I have a shower, because a and the here we have a and the we put it before the noun or the name, so we put a determiner a. What you do, here we put do, because we don't have a verb. Here we have the helping verb do, so we put it here in order to be a correct question. So we say, what do you do? I am a businessman. We put the determiner a before the noun or the name, so we put I am a businessman. I have a tea for breakfast. We have usually, or we put usually always between the subject and the verb, so the sentence will be I usually have a tea for breakfast. Now I complete the lecture. Thank you for your listening.